Welcome back to another speed paint. This is the last of the DuckTales series, at least for now. I loved watching DuckTales, and it got me thinking, what would this character look like if they were human and in our world? So, without further ado, let's get into some designs that I made of the DuckTale characters as humans. Side note, these characters are aged up to high school, so age around like 16. Huey is a character that is very by the book and is a woodchuck scout. He is adventurous, maybe not as much as Dewey, but still loves mysteries and solving puzzles. So given this, I chose the more academia style based of clothes for him, so I gave him like a high-waisted pant as well as a blazer on top of that. And still keeping to the fact that they are in high school, I gave them tennis shoes to give more of like a younger look to him. And I did keep his red color scheme and his iconic hat. I did make him slightly taller than the rest of his brothers, and this is mainly due to the dream episode, with him getting extremely long legs and Dewey being absolutely appalled by this. And the fact that Dewey and Huey argue over the older brother in the Fountain of Youth episode, I really wanted to emphasize that he is the tallest sibling, so most likely people will assume he is the oldest sibling. Dewey, he's a character that is very bold and adventurous and oftentimes gets into trouble. I love his friendship with him and Webby. They're just iconic adventurers together. In the dream episode, Dewey is seen wearing this jock jacket, so I thought he would probably also be a jock in high school due to his high level of active energy. He would still be besties with like all of the theater kids, to the point that he would memorize all of the songs and even show up to the shows because he's also, a star. I did keep his blue color scheme because, of course, had to. His hair was a bit of a challenge for me, but I did like the end result. Due to the ducks having all the same shapes and just different clothing and slightly different like hair on top, or feathering on top, I guess, because they're ducks, I wanted to push the difference between the triplets even more into the design. So for Dewey, I made his shapes more muscular and bigger in the chest and arms to really emphasize that he is active and probably part of like a sports team. And he also gets adventures outside of school, so it even pushes that narrative even more. I also made him the shortest with platform elevated sneakers just to emphasize the difference between Dewey and Huey a little bit more. One of my favorite characters. I feel like I say this like all the time when I talk about Louie, but like he's my favorite character, and he's the reason I really watched all of the show like within like a few weeks. I feel like his hoodie is just way too iconic to get rid of. So instead of just a plain green hoodie, I made it a little bit more chic with some patterning on it. And I feel like Louis would rock some ripped jeans. So I gave him some ripped jeans. He's glued to his phone in the show, so of course, even as human Louis, he's gonna be glued to his phone and he's going to know everyone's gossip. He will know it. In my personal headcanon for these human characters at least, I feel like he doesn't adventure as much as his brothers, but he does shadow Scrooge and learns the business and ins and outs and whatnot, and I feel like he would inherit the company because of his drive and the fact that he is the most similar to Scrooge in that aspect. I also think hands down that Dewey would copy Louie's homework like all the time, and in order to do this, he would probably just give Louie like a few dollars and Louie would be like, yeah, go for it. Overall, I did really much enjoy designing these and drawing them as people. And yeah, so this will be the conclusion episode of the DuckTales trilogy that I'm doing. If you guys really like the DuckTales stuff, I can do more. Do have more headcanons. But until then, stay frosty, and thank you for watching the video. And like always, like and subscribe, and comment below your favorite DuckTale character.